We will begin by giving an example of the biggest cost of home ownership, the mortgage.
One of the most expensive parts of home ownership is your home mortgage. The amount of your mortgage is one of the largest factors in determining the amount of interest you pay over the life of your loan and your monthly mortgage payment. Your credit rating is also very important in determining how expensive your loan is. The better credit rating you have, the better programs you can access, and the cheaper you can borrow money. Your borrowing ability and interest rate is also determined by either selecting a new purchase option or a refinance. For our example, we're going to use an interest rate of 5% for our new purchase. The length of your loan plays a big factor in how much your payment will be and how much interest you'll pay over the life of your loan. Typically, you can choose 10, 15, or 30-year mortgages. You can also escrow your real estate taxes into your mortgage. You pay in every month, and at the end of the year, your mortgage company will pay your property taxes for you. PMI, or private mortgage insurance, is charged if your loan balance is over 80% of the value of your home. For this example, we're going to pay 0.5% in private mortgage insurance. Using the parameters that we set, you have a monthly mortgage payment of $1,654.55. Your real estate taxes will be $112,500. Total interest paid for the life of the loan, $229,910, and a total number of mortgage payments of 360 is $595,639. Your payoff is November 2041. One way to reduce the amount of interest you pay over the life of your loan is to make bi-weekly payments. Instead of paying once a month, you pay 2 times a month. Since interest is compounded annually, it greatly reduces the amount of interest you pay over the life of your loan, and in our example, reduces your payoff amount by 3.5 years. This graph illustrates how interest is front-loaded on a mortgage, so your initial payments for the first few years mainly go to interest, with the principal being paid off towards the end.
In this section, we'll explain some of the utilities and their costs homeowners have. An average electric bill would be around $100. This is a good average because your summer months in St. Louis would be higher, whereas your winter months will be lower. This number may seem high to some of you, but remember, you have an entire house to heat, not just 2 or 3 rooms. This is an example of a gas bill homeowners might have. An average gas bill would be approximately $100. For homeowners, the water bill will be one thing you've never seen before. This will be very dependent on how many people are using the water. We can assume that $40 a month would be an appropriate number. Also, now you will be having to pay for sewer and garbage. This will be $15 a month. Homeowners also have repairs and maintenance that go along with any type of house. You are now responsible for fixing the faucets, cleaning out the gutters, repairing the roof, fixing or replacing the furnace, repainting your house, and other costs. These costs will not need to be done every year, but when they're done, they could be pretty costly. Homeowners would spend $200 a year on this, so probably about $15 a month.
Another option available is renting an apartment. There are many apartment complexes to choose from in the St. Louis area. The cost of renting an apartment ranges from $550 to $1,000 a month, depending on the number of rooms, how much square footage, and location of the complex. The rent includes water, sewer, and trash pickup. Some places even include your basic cable in their prices. The renters still have to pay the electric bill separately, which averages out to be $75 a month. Here is a layout of a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom with a den. It is 837 square feet and costs $750 to rent per month. This layout is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment. It is 958 square feet and costs $870 to rent. Both layouts include a kitchen, dining area, and living room for the tenants to enjoy. Other special features apartment complexes offer include a swimming pool, fitness center, clubhouse, on-site laundry, and storage spaces. Some apartment complexes are pet-friendly. The downside of having a pet while renting an apartment is that you have to pay a pet deposit and a monthly fee.
When all of this is combined, we arrive at the total cost of the house per month and the total cost of an apartment per month. For the house, we look at a monthly mortgage of $1,654.55. Electric and gas for the month will each be $100. Water for the month will be $40, and garbage and sewer and repairs and maintenance will each be $15. This all adds up to the total cost of the house of $1,924.55 per month. For the apartment, we're looking at a monthly rent of $870 and electric fees of $75. These add up to the total cost of the apartment of $945 per month. However, this assumes that gas is included and the owner has no pets. When selecting whether to rent or buy, a person must look at what stage in life they are currently at. For example, a typical college graduate should almost always consider renting due to the lower cost and more consolidated billing. Typical college graduates also may have to move around quite a bit, making short-term commitment and flexibility huge assets. Lastly, a big home is in no way necessary and would actually be impractical for the typical college grad. For a middle-aged single professional, the decision isn't that clear-cut. First, the professional must look at their current wealth and decide if the cheaper option of renting or the more expensive option of buying makes more sense. Second, the professional should consider whether or not they will have to frequently move because of their job. If they plan to be moving quite a bit, renting is by far the more economical option. However, if the professional has a stable job and plans to stay in the same place for an extended period of time, buying is the better option. Lastly, the typical American family should almost always consider buying due to the stability, spaciousness, and family environment of a home. Other factors to consider when buying a home are school districts, trash collection, public services, and water. Any of these factors can make or break the buying process. Also, at this stage in life, most people like to build equity, which buying a house allows them to do. Overall, almost all families should consider buying unless they are experiencing an economic hardship such as a layoff or a parent's job will force the family to constantly move. In either of these situations, renting may be the better option.